Now, as mentioned, I'm going to move on to the Fleets tab. Here in the Fleet tab, we have an alternative way of whitelisting users, essentially, or rather not whitelisting them, but permitting them to use private tariffs. So we can enter VRMs here. We can just go random A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. And now that's there. How that works is, the idea is that that would be a license plate for a car, and that the driver system essentially allows you to control who can charge on a tariff by drivers, and that the VRM system and the fleet system lets you control who can charge on a certain tariff by car. Unfortunately, the hardware of most charge points, I would actually sort of somewhat say probably all charge points, doesn't have the infrastructure to detect the license plate and then grant permission based on that. That's not sort of a common feature, basically. It's not something you really see. So here, how it actually works in practice is you will have a tariff where VRM required will be yes, and then fleet vehicle only, yes. And then when someone goes to use a tariff that is configured this way, it will ask them for a VRM. They will then enter their VRM, and if it's one of the VRMs that you have entered here, it will allow them to charge. As you might be able to tell from that, that is essentially just a password system. Still very useful when you're just trying to determine by car, but I think for most purposes the driver system can be more useful, but this could be very useful depending on your needs.